Hey everybody, it's Rob. I wanted to bring you a little something special for this time of year. Now, I am infamously Grinchy, and Christmas is not really a time of the year that I get into the spirit of things, if you will. But I do enjoy Christmas for what it's worth. I really just hate that it started to creep out. It started to creep to the beginning of December, and then before Thanksgiving, and then early November. And then before Halloween, and I just don't really get why we want to celebrate Christmas all year long. It makes it less special if you celebrate it the entire year, right? But as we start to close in on the holiday, I really do start getting into the spirit. The closer we get, usually about the 15th and beyond, I really start to take on the spirit of Christmas, and I want to get excited. I want to get myself as fast as possible from Grinchy me into spirit of Christmas me. And one way that I do that is to check out as many Christmas movies as I can. I relate really well to film. Film is a big part of my life, and I feel like the movies, the Christmas movies, all of those great classics are the reason that I can go from 0 to 100 and be in the Christmas spirit almost immediately. And I know life comes at you fast, and listen, we are all very busy. We all have a lot going on. So maybe a lot of you are in the same boat I am. It's mid-December and you feel like you're not really in the Christmas spirit yet. So I wanted to give you a special gift this holiday season. Now, everyone remembers the famous song, The 12 Days of Christmas. There's a lot of birds, there's some drummers, some milking maids, and a lot of stuff. And even though my subscriber count is not the biggest, it would still be a lot of work to get 5 golden rings for each one of you. So in lieu of that, I have decided to do the 12 Days of Christmas movie review style, where I go through 12 of my favorite Christmas movies, those movies I watch to get me in the Christmas spirit. I'm going to review them for you, and you can decide whether or not you want to check them out to help you get into the Christmas spirit. So for the next 12 consecutive days, I'm going to have a brand new movie review coming at you every single day. It's a labor of love. It's my gift to all of you, and a thank you for following along with me these few months, and looking forward to a really great 2020. So without further ado, let's jump into episode 1 of the 12 Days of Christmas special. Now, I did a little math recalculation because one of these movies, the one we're going to talk about this week, isn't really thought of as a Christmas movie by everyone. But for me, it's a movie that kind of lasts all autumn long. Now, some of you may be guessing, what movie could it be? Is it Die Hard? Not a real Christmas movie. What could it be? I do like Die Hard. I do think it is a Christmas movie. So no, there's no question about that. The movie that we're going to talk about this week is Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. I sincerely love A Nightmare Before Christmas. The claymation style, like the stop motion video, I thought that was amazing. Now, I wasn't allowed to see it when it was in theaters back in the early 90s because my parents were super religious, and there was something just inherently evil about a talking skeleton in stop motion that Rob, 12-year-old Rob, wasn't going to be able to go see. But in my adulthood, I came to love it. There was a short period of my 20s where Halloween was just my favorite holiday, and I discovered the movie then, and I realized as I watched it at that point that it's not really a Halloween movie. Yeah, all the characters are kind of based around Halloween, but Jack's whole point is that he loves Christmas, and he wants everyone to love Christmas the same way that he did. Now, one difference about these holiday movies is most of them have been out for 20, almost 30 years. So if you're worried about spoilers, this is not going to be the little set for you, okay? I'm going to talk about the movies in their entirety. So make sure that if you haven't seen them, you're very careful about the things that I talk about. But I also think there's nothing in here that's going to be a huge spoiler. No matter what I say, you're going to be able to watch and enjoy the movie. Now let's get through the pleasantries first very quickly. The Nightmare Before Christmas was written by Carolyn Thompson. It was adapted for the screen by Michael McDowell, and the stories and characters are, of course, by Tim Burton. Danny Elfman, who is a famous composer, was actually the voice of Jack Skellington. Catherine O'Hara, fantastic actress. You've seen her probably most recently in Schitt's Creek. And she's going to appear in another Christmas movie we're going to talk about as the mother, Home Alone. She voiced Sally. And there's a fantastic voice cast to go along with them, including Ken Page as Oogie Boogie, who is one of my favorite characters in any film. And Paul Reubens makes an appearance. You probably famously know him as Pee Wee Herman. He voices the character Locke. So The Nightmare Before Christmas. What is there not that I cannot say glowingly about this movie? So it's a funny thing because here in LA, they did a pop-up for The Nightmare Before Christmas. It was brought to us by Freeform channel, and I had a lot of fun walking through and kind of being in a life-size adventure. You got to enter the whole place through the tree with the jack-o'-lantern on it and be in the forest with the egg and the Christmas tree and everything, and it was a fantastic experience. But as I said, I think that The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie, and I don't know why, but I just really feel like I relate to Jack's character a lot. What it comes down to is there's a guy who is really, really good at his job. It's not really fulfilling for him anymore. What is there when you are the number one in your field and there's just nowhere to grow, right? So he starts wandering through the woods on this existential journey and finds that there is another set of doors built into trees, and they all go to these magical places. One of them has a turkey on it, another has a rabbit on it, and then there's one with a beautiful Christmas tree on it. And when he opens the door, he gets sucked down into a different place. Now, he lives in Halloween Town, where, of course, it's always Halloween, or they're always preparing for Halloween. But the place with the Christmas tree takes him, of course, to Christmas Town, where he sees all the joys of Christmas. And it's so different than Halloween that he really is just taken by it. And it's something new and exciting, and he really just wants to go embrace and enjoy it. But how do you get your people who are used to scares and thrills to embrace a holiday that's all about giving? Well, you make a little couple twists on the story. He takes the time to try to explain to them exactly what it is, and they don't really seem to get it. So now he makes up a story about a mysterious tyrant in red named Sandy Claus who goes through and brings things to children and breaks into their house and everything. And of course, his people just buy into this and they really love it. So they start a plan that they are going to take over Christmas, and they start making gifts and doing the whole thing. And then Jack embraces the character of Sandy Claus with the red suit and decides he's going to go all around the world and deliver these presents. So yeah, obviously I don't want to talk about the entire movie, but Jack, of course, as most Christmas movies, attempts to do the thing, doesn't do it very well. Santa Claus to the rescue, comes back and saves the day. But we all learn an important lesson, that just because we are the best at one thing doesn't mean that we are the best at everything. And sometimes we need to stay in our lane and find the new fun adventure that's there with the thing that we're good at. Now, I appreciate The Nightmare Before Christmas on several levels. One, it would take weeks to do a few minutes of filming for this movie, and just the attention to detail is amazing. Also, I think, the cast is fantastic. They do a good job of bringing these claymation stop-motion figures to life, and, it's really hard to do that, I think. But more importantly, they found a way to combine two of my favorite things. That's Halloween, which I really love, and Christmas, which, again, I love to get into the spirit of, but it's hard to find a way in sometimes. And a great way in is through my love of Halloween. So listen, if you're not a huge Christmas fan and a Christmas wish, a Christmas kiss, a marriage for Christmas, all those things just really don't appeal to you. This is a different kind of Christmas movie. It makes you love all the things about Christmas, but coming at them at a different angle. And I really think that no matter what, people will enjoy this movie. It's a little darker, it's not really as happy, and there's a lot of quirky stuff that is campy in a great 90s way, and I just think that anyone who sees it is going to enjoy it. So make sure that when you're stuck at home with your family, stuck inside, you find the opportunity to check out A Nightmare Before Christmas. It is available on the Disney Plus app right now, so it's super easy to get. I'm sure everybody out there has ran out and got Disney Plus. It is a Disney property, so you're able to get it right there in your living room on Disney Plus. And it's one of the very few, actually, Christmas movies on Disney Plus that's not like a Mickey's Christmas something or, off the Disney Channel. So, if you want to find something that's super kid-friendly, but, has those adult entertainment aspects of it, A Nightmare Before Christmas is that. 100% thumbs up. When you get a little time, it's only like an hour and 17 minutes too, which is fantastic. It just flies by. So run out and see A Nightmare Before Christmas. And that's it for another episode of the Everyman Movie Review. Thank you once again for joining me for this special series, The 12 Days of Christmas. Quickly, if you want to support me and all the work that I'm doing, especially in this time of giving, a great way to do that is to go on over to patreon.com/Robert N. Cheek and become one of my patrons for the next year. For as little as $1 a month, you get early access to everything, and you get mentions and thanks in all the videos and the works that I do, whether it's a screenplay or a book, or these YouTube videos, or even some of the short films that we're working on. So that's, of course, patreon.com/Robert N. Cheek. And you can find me for free, of course, at all your social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, where I'm trying to make some really funny videos with my nephew through this holiday season. You can find me on all those places at Robert N. Cheek. You're probably watching right now on the YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Rob Cheek. Please make sure you check out all the other videos, my usual Everyman Movie Reviews, the Rob Explains series, and I got a lot of exciting stuff coming. So why not hit that subscribe button, give me a gift for the holiday season, and give yourself a gift. Hit the notification button so you know when I post my next video. And if you're listening to this in podcast form, of course, you're probably doing so at anchor.fm/Everyman Movie Reviews. And you might not be directly on that site, but Anchor is where you're going to be able to find a link to wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. And of course, don't forget to check out robertncheek.com, where it's got more information about me and everything that I'm working on. You got nothing but time. It's the holidays. You're sitting around. Go check it out. And if in between these shows and the movies that you're going to be watching, of course, from the 12 Days of Christmas, you got a little extra time, make sure you check out the Oh the Anthem podcast. New episodes of that podcast come out every Tuesday. You can find more information at ohtheanthem.com. The videos are available at youtube.com/ohtheanthem, and you can find it at anchor.fm/ohtheanthem in podcast form. Thank you guys once again for joining me again for this special series. Make sure you tune in tomorrow because we're going to have another movie for the 12 Days of Christmas special. I'm so excited to bring you my favorite movies from this time of year on 12 consecutive days leading up to Christmas Day. Have a happy holiday season. I hope you're enjoying it with your family, and my best to you and yours during this time of year. So until next time, have a great week, everybody.